Alright, today we're going to do the video that I've been promoting on the Facebook page for a little while. The Mack Granite project, the oh shit moment. Like I said in my Facebook post, I try hard not to use profanity, and that's the only time I'm going to say that, because I just don't think it has a whole lot of class in making these videos. You know, out on the job site it's different, but making these videos, you know, I like them to be pretty much PG or G, so that everybody can watch of all ages and not promote any bad habits. So getting past that, here is in front of you, in front of the camera, a Mack Granite that I stretched for a quint, axle, dump truck, and here's the quint body. Now, looks good, right? Doesn't look too bad? Well, guess what? There's a problem. This apron that I had casted on this body didn't really turn out exactly the way I wanted. It turned out kind of weird, so I decided to cut it off. Well, when you cut it off, you realize that the body is not back far enough for the mud flap to be at the back end of the body and hang down. And this doesn't want to sit on the frame because it's kind of warped. So we're just going to kind of sit it here. But this does not come back far enough to hang a mud flap. I'm going to try to get one and hold it up here. It's not going to be super easy to see, but, you know, the mud flap's got to be back here somewhere. Well, when it's all the way up here, it's hitting the wheel, and you got to have a little bit of room so that whenever you put the body up, the mud flap doesn't come crashing right into the back of the tire. Like I say, sorry, this isn't really working out exactly the way I wanted it to, but anyway, there we go. That's a little bit better. So, what I found out was that when I cut the apron off, that it was a little bit too, little bit long, and now obviously, that's a major problem, because customizing these frames, you know, obviously, like I said, I've used JB weld. And so that makes it very, very difficult to take stuff back apart. And I had to think long and hard. I had a pretty good idea off the bat of how I was going to fix it, but I wanted to be completely sure before I did anything that I didn't screw anything up. So what I ended up doing was, and I'll show you, I have redone the other truck. It's not back together yet, but I cut it down. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of here. Like I say, that's the regular one. Take the body out of here, take the truck, and we will move on here, and I will show you the remedy for the other one and what has been done. So here's the other truck that's been taken apart. You can see it's kind of wobbly there. It's not completely back together yet, but so now, got to get the parts out of the dump box. But now, what we've got is a body that I took the apron off of and set that on there. And of course now, you can see the cap guard is over the very back edge of the body, which is what we were going for. And you can see there's room back here. I really needed a pair of tweezers to be able to show you guys properly. I don't have any right here, but I'm going to try to use two pointers and see if I can hold the mud flap with that, because my fingers are too big for you guys to be able to really see what I'm talking about. So just a second here, and I'm going to try to show you guys what I'm talking about. Maybe. So if you stick the mud flap back here, I gotta back the camera out a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty hard. You guys probably aren't gonna be able to see real well. But if you put the mud flap back here where it belongs, of course it has to be attached to the body. Alright, you guys will have to see it later, because it's not really working out for me right now. But anyway, you put the mud flap where it's supposed to be, and I am not going to put this truck back together yet. because I want to be completely sure. I'm going to get the box ready. I'm going to go ahead and mount the mud flaps and everything else on the body before I completely reattach the frame. I've talked just about in every video about getting the frames painted, but it actually turned out for the best that I did not. And of course, one of the reasons I did not was that I wanted to have the tag axle and whatever system ready and on the frame before I painted them. Now, one other thing that you guys don't know about, I have ordered another truck because I think that there may be a better tag axle option, because I have put so much time, effort, money into this project. I am really looking to make this project perfect, exactly the way I want it. The tag axles that excuse me, still having allergy problems today, that I had chosen were about as good as I thought it could get, and they may still be as good as it can get. But of course, having to make the suspension parts is very hard, and I did get some suspension parts together, but then I came across another model that I think I may be able to use that already has stuff that I think will work. So it's going to be a little while before you guys see another update, because I've got some stuff going. I'm trying, like I say, I'm trying to make a few changes. I've already put so much into this project all the way around that I absolutely want it perfect, exactly the way I want it. So there's going to be a little bit of time here. The CT660, you'll be seeing that. I've been so busy that I haven't had time to do much with that, and the customer is probably ready for it to be done, so I'm going to have to get on that. You guys may see a video about that before the end of the day. The customer had told me that he wanted a certain amount of length added to the frame, and whenever I did that, I saw that, in my opinion, that it was not going to look proper. And so I talked to the customer, and he agreed that the frame was going to be too long with his original estimation of how much needed to be added to the frame. So, and we also talked about adding some fenders. So we're going to add some fenders, and I'm going to try to get that wrapped up. I'm going to try to get that wrapped up this week. There may only be like 2 or 3 more videos. I'll probably take a quick video whenever I get the frame together. There won't be any extra axles to be added to that one, so at least not as far as I know. So that'll be pretty straightforward. Just get it back together, fill in the frame, put the fenders on, get it painted, and then get it ready to go back to the customer. So this is it for the Mack Granite video for this time. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.